Hi, good morning. It's Hitesh from LCW Digital. We've just doing some reflecting over the last sort of 12 months, really. We delivered well over 20,000 leads for all our clients in the last year, which is something we're really proud of. And a lot of our clients have actually done well from it too. But one thing we have found, which has also affected sort of our retention rates uh, and other things, is that a lot of our clients don't really have a sales process or the systems and processes in place to follow up. So today I just want to do a quick video on kind of what should happen after you receive the lead uh, as well. So getting a lead isn't a done deal. It's just the start. Just because you've had someone opt into an ad, they've given you the email address, they visited your website, doesn't necessarily mean that it's a confirmed sale or even an appointment or a booking. I think the work really starts now. It's all about starting to build a relationship with them uh, and basically to qualify them further. The first thing I'd look at is consider how you're following up. So, is it going to be via telephone, via email? Uh, I'd always recommend doing it on the channel that they signed up on, and also do it quickly. A lead is uh, always kind of the hottest, if you like, within the first 15, 20 minutes. But always, it isn't sort of the case. I think repeated follow up is also important too, especially within the first 7 days, if you can. How many times do you follow up? So, I think now in this day and age, I think the average sort of number of touch points you need in terms of getting in touch with a contact before they become a customer, I think is around 28. But with this day and age, you potentially have access to a single person via a number of platforms. So whether it's sort of email, text messaging, social media, even messenger bots, depending on sort of the what how they've opted into you. When do you follow up? Now, as I mentioned a few seconds ago, I think getting out an email or the sort of a first sort of auto response, if you like, is key within the first sort of 15 minutes. This is just to acknowledge that you've received a request and you're going to contact them then. Uh, Also think about when your target customer is likely to be available to look at emails, text messages, etc. If they're in the B2C space, there's a good chance that they're going to be working 9 to 5 during the day. So therefore, they're not going to have uh, the time to take a phone call and things like that. So if you're going to try and call them, I'd try and do it at lunchtime or out of hours, uh, and maybe test them too. I think it's you'll find that getting hold of people via sort of a text-based approach or Facebook Messenger works pretty well during the day because people can respond to them. They're more likely to have the phones on them and use them as opposed to working, if you like. A lot of the thing with automation is you can put tools and processes in place to actually do the heavy lifting for you. So with email, for example, you can get an email sent out automatically every day, every minute, every hour, if you like, uh, within a certain period of time. So this is quite good to build value. So if someone's opted in for more information on your product, you could educate them on sort of company in an email, how you work, case studies, testimonials, an offer, anything you can think of really. And this is basically a would be classed as a touch point, going back down to my 28 sort of points of contact required before they become a customer. So you'll be surprised actually if you think about your existing success and how could you actually digitize that going forward as well. I think those points I've just discussed today are kind of the key ones to look at. So once you've got the lead, what can you do afterwards to really give it a good go? Unfortunately, as a lead generator, you're going to get it in the neck anyway if you are generating leads internally within your business or kind of for other clients. And I think one thing we can do now is a case of right, once the lead has come through, what else can you do to get them further down the sales funnel? So map out uh, your sales process. Think about all the questions someone may ask or objections even, and try and get them into content and create an email nurture sequence. If you have their phone number, uh, send them a text. So next year we're actually going to be rolling out sort of some new services and packages to take people further on the journey. And if it's something you're interested in, leave a comment below. We are looking to roll out a few pilots too. If you also have any questions on sort of automation, getting leads to convert, we could also advise as well. That's it. That's it for today. Let me know what you think. I'll look forward to seeing you soon.